1. Introduction to the Panama Canal's importance. The Panama Canal, located in Central America, has played an essential role in global trade for more than a century. Its strategic importance cannot be overstated, as it connects the Atlantic and Pacific Oceans, significantly reducing shipping times for global trade. The canal serves as a crucial economic gateway, facilitating the passage of over 12,000 ships annually, transporting billions of dollars worth of goods across the globe. Ships can travel through the canal rather than making the long and arduous journey around the southern tip of South America. This logistical advantage has made the canal one of the world's most vital waterways. However, its significance extends far beyond simple trade routes. The geopolitical, economic, and environmental implications surrounding the canal have shaped international relations for decades. This was evident in the late 20th century, when the United States, which had operated the canal since its completion in 1914, transferred control to Panama in 1999. This marked a significant moment in history, yet the U.S. continued to maintain a vested interest in the canal's operation, primarily due to its critical importance to global commerce. 2. The discovery of fault lines beneath the canal. What seemed like an ordinary day turned into an alarming crisis for the Panama Canal when technicians noticed strange vibrations beneath the locks. Initially, these disturbances were thought to be minor, requiring routine maintenance. However, as the situation escalated, engineers used state-of-the-art technology, including deep-sea drones and advanced sonar, to investigate the structural integrity of the canal. What they uncovered was startling. Fractures and cracks had appeared in critical sections of the canal, some of which were connected to a previously undetected tectonic fault line. The presence of this fault line posed a serious risk not only to the structural integrity of the canal but also to global supply chains. These cracks, though small, had the potential to worsen over time, particularly under the stress of daily shipping operations. The canal had been in use for over a century, and its infrastructure had inevitably faced wear and tear. However, the discovery of these fractures added a new layer of urgency to the situation, with experts warning of a possible collapse or prolonged closure of the canal if these issues were not addressed quickly. 3. The role of the United States in the crisis. Despite the canal's handover to Panama in 1999, the United States has maintained strategic and economic interests in its operations. The U.S. economy is intricately linked to the canal, and any disruptions would ripple through global trade, impacting everything from consumer goods to vital resources like oil and raw materials. As the severity of the situation became clear, the U.S. government, recognizing the global consequences of a potential shutdown, offered technical assistance and financial support to Panama. Teams from the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers were quickly dispatched to the region to assess the damage, provide expertise, and formulate a plan of action. The response framed the intervention as a collaborative effort aimed at stabilizing a critical global resource. While the U.S. maintained that its primary concern was the canal's operational stability, geopolitical analysts speculated that the U.S. had ulterior motives tied to its broader interests in maintaining dominance over crucial trade routes. The situation was compounded by the involvement of other global powers, particularly China, which had significantly increased its investments in Latin America and the Caribbean in recent years. Some observers questioned whether China's growing influence in the region could shift the balance of control over the canal and other strategic choke points. This global competition for control and influence only added to the complexity of the crisis. 4. The impact on global trade. The Panama Canal is responsible for facilitating the passage of essential goods like oil, electronics, and grain, and its closure, even for a short period, would wreak havoc on global trade. Experts warn that any significant disruption could lead to a cascade of problems, from shipping delays to price increases and supply shortages. The canal is a cornerstone of global trade, and its failure would force ships to reroute around South America's Cape Horn, a journey that would add weeks to their routes and increase fuel consumption and shipping costs. The 2021 incident in the Suez Canal, where a single vessel blocked the vital waterway for nearly a week, highlighted just how vulnerable the world's trade networks are to localized disruptions. The blockage in the Suez Canal disrupted billions of dollars worth of goods and caused ripples throughout the global economy. A similar disruption to the Panama Canal would have even broader implications, given its higher traffic volume and the larger number of industries reliant on its smooth operation. Analysts feared that such a disruption could lead to a trade slowdown that could last years. As global supply chains were already struggling with geopolitical tensions, the aftermath of the COVID-19 pandemic and labor shortages. The fragile nature of modern trade networks had never been more apparent, and this event underscored the need for countries and corporations to diversify their supply routes and enhance the resilience of their infrastructure. 5. The discovery of ancient civilizations. While the immediate concern was to stabilize the canal's operations, an unexpected discovery beneath the waterway took the world by surprise. Advanced sonar scans, conducted as part of the infrastructure investigations, revealed what appeared to be ancient, submerged structures. These remnants of a pre-Columbian civilization were believed to have been built with advanced engineering techniques that predated modern methods by centuries, possibly millennia. This discovery captivated both the public and the scientific community, as it challenged established historical narratives about the region. Archaeologists were astonished to find evidence of sophisticated water management systems and intricate designs, which suggested that ancient civilizations may have recognized the strategic value of the Panama Isthmus long before the construction of the modern canal. Some experts proposed that these ancient peoples may have even attempted to create a primitive version of the canal, or at least had knowledge of advanced water infrastructure. The implications of this discovery were profound. Not only did it reshape our understanding of the region's history, but it also sparked debates about how modern infrastructure might have unknowingly been built atop ancient ruins. The challenge of preserving these newfound historical sites while simultaneously addressing the urgent need to repair the canal added a layer of complexity to an already delicate situation. 6. Environmental and ecological concerns. The Panama Canal is not only a critical piece of global infrastructure but also a sensitive ecological region. The canal relies heavily on freshwater from nearby lakes, primarily Gatun and Alajuela, to function. Each ship that passes through the locks requires millions of gallons of water to operate the system. Over the years, this reliance on freshwater has placed significant strain on the local ecosystem. The lakes are not only vital for the canal's operation but also serve as a critical water source for surrounding communities and wildlife. Recent studies have shown alarming declines in water levels, exacerbated by climate change, deforestation, and shifting rainfall patterns. The ongoing environmental stress has prompted concerns about the long-term sustainability of the canal's operations. Scientists have warned that if water levels continue to drop, the canal may no longer be able to function at full capacity, which would have disastrous consequences for global trade. Additionally, the ecological footprint of the canal has become a hot topic among environmentalists. They have raised concerns about the potential environmental impact of the canal's repairs, with suggestions that the construction efforts could further disrupt the region's delicate ecosystems. There have been calls for sustainable solutions, such as water recycling and better watershed management, to mitigate the ecological damage while ensuring the canal's continued operation. 7. The intersection of technology, history, and nature. The events surrounding the Panama Canal have highlighted the interconnectedness of human history, technology, and nature. From the discovery of structural faults in the canal's infrastructure to the revelation of ancient civilizations beneath the waterway, the canal's history is far from simple. As modern engineering techniques are deployed to repair the canal, they are doing so atop a rich, complex history that dates back centuries. Scientists and engineers are working to find innovative solutions that balance the needs of global commerce with the preservation of the region's natural and historical resources. Advances in technology, such as real-time monitoring systems, have improved the ability to predict stress points and identify potential failures before they occur. However, no technology can entirely predict the forces of nature, and the ongoing tectonic activity beneath the canal poses an unpredictable threat to its stability. The situation at the Panama Canal serves as a powerful reminder of the fragility of human-made systems in the face of natural forces. The ongoing crisis has also spurred a broader conversation about the need for international cooperation to safeguard critical infrastructure, with many experts arguing that collaborative efforts will be key to ensuring the resilience of such systems in the future. 8. Conclusion and the future of the Panama Canal. The Panama Canal stands at a crossroads, with its future uncertain amid the combined pressures of aging infrastructure, environmental concerns, and geopolitical tensions. The crisis surrounding the canal has underscored the importance of maintaining and future-proofing global trade arteries, not just for economic reasons but for the security of entire nations' As the world watches, the fate of the Panama Canal will be shaped by the actions of governments, corporations, and international organizations. The discoveries beneath its waters have revealed a rich, layered history that deserves preservation and study, while the canal's ongoing operation remains essential for the stability of global trade. The coming years will likely see more challenges, but also opportunities to ensure the Panama Canal's continued relevance and sustainability in the 21st century.